late-season snow in the mountains, early-season heat on the East Coast, and a serious severe weather setup building for tomorrow that you need to know about right now. Good morning. Doppler Online. Thursday, April 16th, 2026. That Midwest storm system I warned you about delivered overnight exactly as modeled, with strong winds and heavy rain pushing through the Central Plains. Now we shift focus forward. Pulling up the national overview map now. The big story today is what is coming tomorrow. The Storm Prediction Center has issued an enhanced risk of severe thunderstorms for Friday, stretching from the southern plains into the upper Midwest. Enhanced means this is not a maybe. This is a solid, organized severe weather setup where damaging winds, large hail, and tornadoes are all on the table. If you live anywhere from central Texas up through Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Iowa, or Minnesota, your preparation window is today and tonight. Charge your devices, know your shelter plan, and make sure your weather alerts are turned on. Spring severe weather season is running at full speed, and tomorrow's system has the potential to be one of the more significant events we have seen this month. Today, the severe threat is actually winding down as the Bermuda high that has been feeding Gulf moisture into the plains starts to break apart, but do not let this brief calm fool you. The atmosphere reloads tomorrow. Now let me show you the active alerts map. You can see watches and warnings still lingering across parts of the upper Great Lakes, primarily tied to river flooding from snowmelt and recent heavy rain. The National Water Center is tracking considerable flooding impacts across the upper Great Lakes and into the middle Mississippi Valley. Some of that river flooding will persist into early next week, and additional rainfall tomorrow could trigger new and renewed flooding. If you live near rivers in Wisconsin, Minnesota, or Illinois, stay aware and monitor your local river gauges. Switching to the surface analysis now. A strong ridge of high pressure is parked over the western Atlantic, and that is what has been pumping warm air into the eastern half of the country. Meanwhile, a trough is digging into the western states, dragging cooler air and moisture with it. Scanning the northeast now. Pulling up the regional map. The mid-Atlantic is going to feel more like June than April today. Temperatures are running well above normal, and it will feel warm and muggy outside. A great day to get the windows open or knock out some yard work before the pattern shifts later this week. New England stays pleasant with mild temperatures and mostly dry skies. Turning my sensors to the Midwest and plains. Here is where the action lives this week. Today you get a relative break as the recent severe weather diminishes, but that calm is temporary. The SPC Day 1 categorical map on screen shows a slight risk across parts of the southern plains today, meaning a real but lower-end threat of isolated strong storms. The Day 1 tornado, wind, and hail maps all show localized probabilities in that same corridor. Scattered storms are possible, but nothing like what we saw earlier this week, and nothing compared to what Friday has in store. Now the Deep South. Pulling up that regional map. Warm and humid conditions dominate from Texas through the Carolinas. Gulf moisture is still present, so a few afternoon pop-up showers are possible, but no organized severe threat today. It will feel sticky out there. Stay hydrated if you are working outside. Scanning the West Coast and Rockies now. Late-season snow is falling across the Cascades, the northern Rockies, and the northern plains. Mountain passes could see several inches, so if you are driving at elevation in Washington, Idaho, or Montana, plan for winter conditions. Lower elevations stay cool and breezy with scattered showers. Before I sign off, I need to walk you through the next few days because this pattern gets busy fast. Pulling up the Day 2 forecast map. Friday is the day that demands your attention. An enhanced risk of severe thunderstorms fires from the southern plains to the upper Midwest. Heavy rain and possible flash flooding right along with it. Tornadoes, damaging winds, and large hail are all likely in the strongest storms. Saturday, as shown on the Day 3 map, carries a slight risk as that system pushes eastward into the Great Lakes and Ohio Valley. Sunday into early next week, the flood threat lingers along rivers in the upper Midwest as water levels remain elevated. Your next big pattern change arrives by the middle of next week when cooler, drier air finally takes hold nationwide. Tell me what the weather is doing where you are right now. Drop your city in the comments and let me know if Doppler got it right today. Doppler tracking. Scanning the horizon so you don't have to. Subscribe for your daily uplink. End transmission.